Solo travel teaches you a lot because I think the average person probably never even spends a full day by themselves, let alone a full week, let alone that full week being in a different country where you don't speak the language and you're figuring things out completely on your own. I think the first time I ever took a solo trip, I was in college still. I was studying abroad. I took an overnight bus just for literally one night to spend a day by myself in a different country. And I remember being so shy and scared and awkward. And I didn't want to talk to anyone at the hostel. I didn't want to talk to anyone at the restaurant. I felt such shame when I walked in and said, I'm just having a table for one. Like, don't look at me weird. You have these self conscious preconceived notions that people are judging you or people are thinking you're lonely or a loser. But actually, what solo travel teaches you is that no one really cares what you're doing. No one is paying as much attention as you think they are. And for me, that just became so liberating of I can show up to a brand new country, do whatever I want to do and know that I have the ability to figure it out. And it's this kind of thing where when you do it once and then you do it again and then you do it again, it builds your confidence each time because you remember this proof that you survived it last time and therefore you can survive it again. So I did like this 1 day solo trip that graduated into a weekend long solo trip, then a week long solo trip. And now the biggest solo trip I did in one specific place was I did 5 weeks all by myself in South Africa. And even that's not like the most safe country by many people's standards. So for me to
Mhm.
just take it on, figure things out on the fly, even when a lot of stuff went wrong during the trip, like I actually was supposed to go to Mozambique and then there was like a government coup happening at the time. So I had to really reroute all of my plans and hire random drivers and like there were things that could have definitely gone wrong or could have been very daunting. And even a lot of my friends that were responding to my updates at the time were saying, like, if that happened to me, I would just book a flight home. I would not be able to handle this. But to me, after having done so much solo travel, I kind of almost looked at it as an opportunity and almost an exciting moment to say, all right, this is being thrown at me. How do I get through it and make this a story that I'll never forget of my own resilience and my own adaptability? And I think that is the most powerful part of solo travel is just the ability to trust yourself.
Yeah, you grew a lot. I mean, I think if that's one thing full-time travel has taught me, it's just, you surprise yourself like we talked about, and it really helps you. I mean, grow up is kind of a funny term for it, but really I grew up. Travel really forces you to figure it out. My husband always tells me when I'm like, "Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to figure this out." He's like, "Well, I guess you just have to."
Yeah.
I'm busy. And so I think when you're immersed in a culture like that, you're on your own, you're solo traveling, you really have to figure those things out, and you feel so rewarded when it's done, and then, like you said, you go take people on trips to these places now, and you can teach them. If something happens, you're a super equipped guide, you know what to do, because you didn't take that flight home, years ago when things got hard.
Exactly. I love being able to serve as an example and almost like a role model for other people who might be scared about traveling or might feel like they don't know how
Yeah.
to handle those situations. And yeah, I do kind of see it as when people join me on a trip, I get to teach them, whether it's teaching resilience, whether it's teaching appreciation. I love playing that role of being a teacher and using my own passion to spark that same passion in other people. That is just the best feeling.
Yeah.